They don't have nothing on Keefe D, y'all. Keefe D ain't... Yo, let me tell you something. I'm telling y'all, man. Keefe D was the man back in the day. I don't know why he expecting Puff to do anything. And when he talk about that he saved our lives, you damn right. Puff is going out there with 1 or 2 niggas. Keefe D is bringing 20 to 30 niggas with him. He had tickets, he had carte blanche everywhere we went. To make it seem like we had an army. So should he have thrown some Keefe way? Yeah, especially if he need it now. He knows that. But that's how those industry dudes do. If you don't get your shit right there before you do something for them, or as soon as you do something for you, they'll try to snake you. They'll forget all about it. Gen B, get your money up front. You right. Cleveland Unlimited Records. Let them know, Mr. 216. That's how you gotta do it. You got this crooked cop taping him. You got this crooked cop taping Keefe D, and the prosecutor should have went after him, because he breaking the law. He's breaking the law. You supposed to be. He's helping them. The deal said no tapes, no nothing, and he's sitting up there got a tape recording of it, and it's supposed to be all right. It's probably past statute of limitation to sue his ass, unless he play it again or he play it. But I know in New York City, the statute of limitation is 7 years for something like that. Avant Green, what up with you? I think that since you really ain't heard too much about it, and Diddy seen how powerful, he gotta know how powerful those people is. They've been in the back door. They've been in the back door making deals. Since they pulled the plug on his deal, they probably backdooring right now, making new deals to make this stuff just go all the way, so don't nobody lose nothing. Miss Cat, what you mean with the Vaseline? Where you getting that, Miss Cat? Miss Cat, what are you talking about? Bill Will, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah. I just said, I think y'all just putting stuff into it. I just said, since they pulled the plug off his deal.
There's only one way to run a car dealership, and that's the right way. Dedication to the community is what sets us apart from everyone else. Get up to $10,000 off a new Sierra 1500 or 0% for 36 months. We are professional grade. We are Bob King.
Roku makes every part of the streaming experience better, including your ads. Because better TV for everyone means better advertising for you. What? Better TV starts now. Reach out to learn how.
That's just a cock deal. That they now backdoor making other deals so this stuff don't go big. You know, just get stretched out of place. Ooh, Lord have mercy. So, Keefe D was right when he went on Art of Dialogue and said that him and Zip, because they were cool, you know what I'm saying, being at places that we were at, probably saved a lot of niggas' lives. And when he said that little nigga D-Mac be popping a lot of shit, D-Mac is the only person I ever heard. Listen to me. I only heard tell Puff what his dudes could do to Suge and Tupac out in LA. Cause they see him all the time. His mans and them will do this and do that. He's the same little nigga. When I'm telling them niggas we shouldn't be going nowhere, we lock and load together. We lock and load together. And when not now one of them niggas locking nothing, when now one of them niggas loading nothing. Bobby Allen, you don't have no idea of what? Nah, he wasn't extorted by none of them people. Don't let people tell you that bullshit. Not around us. And not around, nah, he wasn't, especially not Alpo. Alpo had mad love for Diddy. He the one told D Ferg to start fucking with him. Last time I heard about Farnsworth Bentley is when he stole Jennifer Lopez's boots. And we went to his house and he had a lot of shit on puffies in his house. But they give him a show of how to be a gentleman. Take everything that you can. Gently. And for these cats to be coming on my, pages, writing shit like that, because I read most of the stuff, man, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, say something that's the truth. Let me just tell you something, brother. When you write something and put it in the universe, and it's a lie, it's going to come back you in tenfold. Do you hear me? When you come on anybody's page and you write a malicious lie, when it comes back to you, and remember, karma may not hit you. It might be your kids, your mama, somebody in your spiritual realm. You dumb motherfuckers, let me tell you something. It might be somebody in your spiritual realm, because that's what people get confused with karma. People think karma comes directly back to the individual who puts it out. No, it don't. It comes back to the lesser of the spiritual realm in your family, somebody you love. And nigga, I'm so petty when you write something on my page and that shit be bullshit like that, nigga said I be begging for drinks and I'm this, that, and the third. Yo, listen here, man. I went to a little function out there with my family. We already had our shit paid for. We bought a table. They made you pay a down payment, put it on the credit card before you even go, and then they wasn't even accepting no money. They was taking it off, and at the end of the night, you pay for it, so it was already paid on the credit card. You got these weak ass niggas want to come on my page, and I'm not going to erase it, because I want to see people, you know, when I see shit like that, when people threatening me and people doing all that shit, I want the judge to know why. You understand? They had to do some slow singing and flower bringing. So I don't, you know, knock mine. So I don't erase it. Miss Cat, I don't erase that shit. Monique, I let that shit stay up there. John Z. Ming Love 718. What up? Crazy Chris. I let all that shit stay up there. Your Honor, look at all the threats these niggas doing, stuff like that. This how dude came at me and I said, whoop. I ain't gotta go get mine. I ain't gotta run back to the car. I'm never gotta run back to the car. And my shit like Americans Express. I don't leave home without it. And Rex said, yo, Gene, that negative stuff, you know, erase it. Nah, I'm gonna let it stay up there. That's how we do. I ain't got no black card, Miss Cat. See, that's what you got these women over here like Miss Cat. Nigga, if you ain't got no black card, you can't do nothing for me. What? What? Yes. Y'all get in touch with Dr. DaCosta and find out why she don't come to Big Gene page no more. Breaking my heart. I'm looking for a new. Yeah, man. I'm getting niggas telling me that motherfuckers on the in the YouTube world is paying niggas if they can find some dirt on me. Nah, I don't do this. I don't put nothing on my head. Stop that shit, Jose. With your shit. Jose Way Trucking. Beep, beep. On your way, Jose. Yo, Bobby, you want me to carry that for you? Basil Champ, what up? Well, no, Keefy D was like always serious when I saw him. Like he wasn't the dude he was a boss, you know. And when you say we used to be together shooting dice and all that, that's all them niggas did. Niggas, yo, listen, I be standing around watching the door and everything like that. Them niggas be shooting 10, 15, 5,000, 20,000. That shit would be in the kid. I was like, yo, damn. Niggas will win. I mean, one day Tretch won everything. Tretch always, the nigga was always hit his man off. Tretch was a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Tretch always was a good dude. When that Tretch win, niggas around him win too. I mean, not the niggas he was gambling with, just security, regular niggas, you know what I'm saying? Yo, here. You know what I'm saying? He liked to get them niggas money away. What up, bro? It's my family, King LGBTB-TV, Mr. Eastwick. Eastwick, is that Eastwick? Eastwick. Y'all make sure y'all go and check out his shit. You know, he be having a lot of interesting people on his platform and everything like that. King of New Jersey. Yes, sir. Anti-propaganda. What up with you, man? Propaganda. Out in the Netherlands. Bobby Allen. Oh, damn. Well, the dude said, the gays got me hating Lucky Charms. How you like that shit with marshmallows in it anyway? You eating cereal with marshmallows in it. Wendy Williams said Diddy was gay. And yeah, but Wendy Williams, you know, she was going by a picture she saw. I remember I was out there with Puff when she posted that shit. I know how that picture came about. That nigga said that, and he hate Fruity Pebbles. Man, y'all be something else on this shit, bro. For real. Right? Yo, listen, y'all, can y'all do me a favor, man? You know, if you want the book, it's Big Gene 52. I went and got 30 more. I gotta send this guy's book. He ain't even text me yet. That's how you know niggas got big money to spend. They'll
The essence of driving is gripping the road, keeping momentum, and responding with precision. A brand by Hankook, a tire that fits Laughlin.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, now with even more full-size sandwiches to choose from. The new spicy chicken sandwich, hot ham and cheese, hand-breaded chicken tender wrap, or charbroiled double cheeseburger. Mix and match any two, with fries and a drink, just $5.99.
Airwick's cordless essential mist diffuser's perfectly portable fragrance is great for inviting friends to come on over. It has a range of quick change scents for game day to date night, so you can make every occasion to come over fragrant and inviting. Airwick, always fragrant, always inviting.
They'll cash out me the $50 and forget to put their address and everything in there. And I'm ready to get this dude his book. He hasn't even said nothing yet. Then again, he might be on the internet talking about, I never got my book from Big Gene. Get that nigga this money. It's been a week or so now, yo. That's how they do. But nah, not this brother. I don't think he like that. So go to the book right here. Tom Brittany, what up with you? He said Skittles spit like rainbows. Oh my God. Y'all need to stop, man. Nice cover. Yeah, you gotta see the next cover of the book. The dude who did all him and D. Ferg was partners. Mike Owens, they call him Mike Sketches now. They used to call him Mike Cock. He did all for the Harlem Honors, he did all the artwork. All those things that you seen up there, those banners, those people thing, Mike did that whole thing for them. And he did the cover of my book. Watch, he don't get no business no more. Fucking with Big Gene like that? His son is the one who opens for what's her name? The white girl that Kanye West said that she ain't better than Beyonce. What's her name? Taylor Swift. His son opens up for Taylor Swift in concert. He's a musician. Gene B, thank you. Yes. I got 2 tickets for Beyonce. Somebody around, but you gotta have what you call it, Ticketmasters. You have to have Ticketmaster account, and I paid $1,000 for them. I want $850 for both of them. So if anybody interested, hit me up. Let me know. And the row is seat right here. phone. Yeah. Hold on. It's 118 row 9 seats 1 and 2. Go look at it. It's at MetLife. Row 9, section 118, seat 1 and 2. Yeah, the tickets for New York, MetLife Stadium. Yeah, I don't see Beyonce looking around be like, yo, hit you with the, nah, they probably, when you get that rich and stuff like that, look at Puff Teeth. Puff Teeth used to be green and brown. I did a story about that in my book. This shit is crazy. So, you know, she probably ain't got no real bad breath no more. Y'all stop saying that about people, man. Leave people alone. Yeah, I know Corey, honey girl. I know Corey. Corey Jacobs that hang with Puff? Yeah, I know Corey. Why do you want to know if I know Corey? They get so much money, they go get a whole mouth full of teeth. Get that halitosis cleared up. And that's what Cardi B supposed to do, appetite chick. She's supposed to get her grill fixed as soon as she got money. That used to be my little boo thing at Sue's Rendezvous. Always had to hold Cardi at the end of the night because she'd be ready to fight, her and her little crew. It used to be Patanka, Major, Cardi, and this African chick from Brooklyn. Got her name. They was like some young girls. They was ready to just stump chicks out at the end of the night. I am that I am. He said, my gums green, my toothless is brown. Okay. I think her name was African. So I forgot her name, but she was fire. They was all fire. All four of those girls was off the hook. Pretty as hell, but they was young. You understand? They was young. And you always try to guide them in the right direction, even though they are stripping for a living. Yo, y'all go to school. Y'all take that money. Yeah, they want to come in there with those big ass Louis Vuitton bags and all. You spend $5,000. You done let 50 niggas fill on you when you gave it to Louis Vuitton. That shit make any kind of sense to you? I know Chuck Bourne real well. I made no stew by another name, Lefty. But I know Chuck Bourne. Chuck Bourne on me. What gun theory you talking about? I fucks with Corey Holcomb. Oh, you talking about Corey Holcomb? No, I never met Corey Holcomb like that. I thought you were talking about Corey Jacobs. Oh, yeah. like I told y'all when I first heard about Jamie Foxx, I didn't want to get into it because my people from Cali who know they people said he had something like an aneurysm or something like that, you know, or a stroke like something. I said that when it first came out, but I'm not going to speak on nothing like that. And I've been to Jamie Foxx's house. I played pool against Jamie Foxx. I've been on a tour bus with Jamie Foxx. You understand? I've been around Jamie Foxx. And I guess this shit'll slow his ass down. Shit like that slow you down. And I'm glad the brother made it through what he making it through. That's crazy. I can't tell. I don't know what happened to Horace Brown. That used to be my man. I got a picture with him and D. Ferg. He came to our championship basketball game. Same game we was playing. I got a picture. You're going to see it in this next book. Me, D. Ferg, and Horace Brown. If he looks like, yeah, it does look like it was neurological. If it's neurological, we know it has something to do with the stroke or some shit like that. Me and Mike Geronimo was cool. Mike Geronimo used to come to our pool hall and used to chill with us. If that's the same Mike Geronimo that was in the group with Grand Poobah. I know that Mike Geronimo. I was there at the projects. I saw you. You was a kid there, Lefty? Yo, that's when I had to stop from getting his ass whooped when I heard he was talking some crazy shit about me. Nigga had no hand skills. Big Face Gary, yeah. You got that on film. Choke No Joke should have that on film. He was talking crazy up there at the video shoot. Niggas about to get at him. Don't talk bad about me, bro. Cause I've been solid with you for a long time. These niggas get these shows and get around people and then they forget.
When you've got smoke-free satisfaction, you've got the freedom to do things your way. Get $20 off 5 cans of Zyn when you take the Zyn 10 Challenge. Try it for 10 days. Smoke-free, hands-free, and find your freedom. Claim $20 off your first 5 cans of Zyn when you take the Zyn 10 Challenge. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
This just gonna make Jamie a stronger man, you know, I hope. You know, a different type of dude. You know, I'm not gonna speak about him the times I've seen him. I'm not gonna say anything about how he was conducting himself whenever I saw him. But things change you. Me and you both, Ed Foster. He said he need 20 bands. Yeah. Rubber bands, Ed? Tom Britley, thank you, man. A lot of information that I have can be a movie. Should be a movie, but people don't fuck with me like that. You guys come here and fuck with me. You guys come to the internet and show love. You guys go out and buy My World of Bodyguard and the Hip Hop Star. You guys gonna go out and buy that next book. Yo, y'all go fuck with BVO Boxing. What up with you, boy? That's BVO Boxing. Whiskey the Don, what up with you, man? Always good to see you, brother. Jamila Mosley, Archer. Hi, Jamila Mosley. I don't know where Gina Thompson is. Look, let me read a couple of things. Will the next talk about the check you... Will the next book talk about the check you saw? Yeah. Why wouldn't it? But anyway, listen, y'all, man. I gotta do a cooking show, and I really don't. I'm gonna make some baked chicken. So that's what I'm gonna do. Probably do it tomorrow. I want to do a cooking show, and I want to talk to y'all about some things. Let's get it together, because it's about to be on and popping. I had a conversation with somebody, and let me just say this. Because I want to say this without, I don't want to go too deep, and I'm not going to go too deep in it. Because nobody never said anything regarding this before. The night Tupac was shot, if somebody was in the car and that person did the shooting from the car, why is mostly Pac's wounds are frontal? Have anybody thought it was it frontal? Why is his wounds are frontal? Or are they from the side? while the car is moving also. Have anybody really thought about that? Can somebody help me with that? I'm asking for help. iSketch, what up? Thank you, iSketch. Thanks, Gene, for answering and reading our comments. A lot of commentators don't do that. A lot of them ain't me. Most of them can't read, probably. Oh my God. They'll say anything. Somebody said they shot him from the back when they drove off, bro. So all his wounds came in from the back or the side. I'm asking where the wounds were. What was the entry part of the wounds and the gun? The bullets. What was the entry part? Have you ever thought about that? The shooter car. Hold on. Please help me. I'm asking for your help. Don't act like you a fucking rocket scientist in here. I'm asking you, do you know, through the autopsy report or report somebody, what was the entry point of the bullets that hit him? Motherfucker, if you had brains, you'd be dangerous. You put your fucking brain in a bird, it'll fly backwards. You ain't shit the bird left on the fence, but you sitting up here trying to be smarter than most, and the more I try to teach your ass, the dumber you make me look. So what is you talking about? I know he's just sitting in the passenger seat, Jamil. Thank you. And I know it's on the side. What were the entry points of the bullets? The autopsy report has to tell you the entry and the exit. Did they exit? Did they stay? I shoot plus P's. Once that plus P hits you, it breaks up inside you. If you look at the tip of the bullets, it has lines in the bullet. So once it gets inside you, it breaks up. Corey B said the side. You know that to be true, Corey? Here go Bobby Allen. They came front of his chest. That's what Bobby Allen said. The side and front. Somebody said a chest cavity again. The side and the front. The entry port was the side and the front. He was hanging out the window. Somebody said he was hanging out the window, so the dude shot him. I want to know what the autopsy report they said. 13 rounds from a Glock 40 caliber handgun. Hold up. At the BMW for less than 13 feet away. Tupac sitting in the passenger side of the car. was hit 3 times, one striking his hip, another. Pinky, I'm trying to find another. He died from the wound 6 days later. Tupac. Pinky, I was trying to find it. Okay, according to the witness, Shakur attempted to jump into the back seat of the car as he was being shot, but the driver of the vehicle, Suge Knight, pulled Tupac down into the passenger seat. Even if he was trying to jump in the back seat, which I really don't think he was trying to get in the back seat, because Suge had a drop box in the back that he had showed Pac. I know this for a fact. You understand? Because Pac wasn't going nowhere without no guns. The police never found those.
Wait, Noom has GLP-1 meds now?
Noom, the psychology-based weight loss company?
Yes, Noom combines medication and behavior change so you can lose the weight and keep it off.
And it starts at just $149.
Noom, the smart way to lose weight.
Most important race of the day. We're gonna win. All right, here we go. Touching it. Chris for the win. 36. Shut up on it. In the ball.
Did it really get fast? Did Billy come back?
That's tires. I knew I was gonna win from the start.
No comparison. I like that. That's true.
So, achieving this level of flavor, is it difficult?
Oh, you know. If we take the square fruit of lemon over lime. Wait! It's Healing Day! I need more from you. It's just one fruit in front of the other. Sparkling ice. Anything but subtle.
Guns, so when they got the car back, Reggie even said except the guns were still there because they didn't know about the drop box. It's where you hide your guns, your drugs, or whatever like that. The hip, the right hand, and the chest. I could see the right hand, I could see the hip. How would he get shot in the maybe when he turned after the first shot, he looked and it got him in the chest, then he tried to move back. I don't know. I don't know why Ran in here. I don't know why Lil C said they hid behind the car. Because if they hid behind the car, when we got to the car, it took them a hell of a motherfucking time to come back to the car if they hid behind the car. They did not hide behind the car. Them niggas ran down the street. And if he hid behind the car, the time we was at the car, it took them about a minute and a half or so, close to 2 minutes, to come back to the car when we got there. So I don't know why he tried to tell the story they hid right behind. We hid right behind the car. Fuck you hid right behind the car when somebody's shooting your man. Terrell drone, I don't know. Electro Vibes. You know, it's certain reactions that happen to people, you know, when they being shot at, when they shooting or whatever. You know what I mean? Peter Jones, I'm not talking about, I don't know, I'm asking. I would love for the motherfucker who do the autopsy, that doctor on TV who did big autopsy on TV, I would love for them to do Pox and see. Yeah, they got surveillance, man. They got surveillance. There's nothing happening in Vegas, you know what I'm saying, that they don't have surveillance on. Thank y'all for putting the likes up to almost half. I appreciate that. If half of y'all like it, I'm good. If one of y'all like it, I'm great. Thank you, Appetite for Chin. I would like, if it was 13 shots, I would like to know where all 13 of those shots went. Electro Vibe, that's the only way to explain the chest wounds. Or maybe somebody was outside the car that ran up to the car that nobody really seen because of the commotion. That's why every bullet needs to be explained. Every bullet needs to be found, and they need to do a DNA test on every last one of those 13 bullets. No, I can't say they did show me Darwin Muhammad. All right. No, I'm talking about the entry of the test. I want to know where each last one of the bullets, they said it was 13 bullets, shots fired or whatever like that. Where are all those bullets at? What, the grain of the bullet, the type, and what gun that it was shot from? Because if they never found the gun and it was 40 cal, it could have been 240 cals at the scene. All this is just speculation. If you never did a DNA test and point the bullets to one gun, was all the bullets shot from the same gun? There's a markings on a bullet that said it came from a certain gun. So if they got the bullet, they know the markings came from the same gun. I like both of them, man, but my money is on Crawford. But anyway, y'all. Listen, that's some homework. Send me something through text or email. Let's figure this out, because I really want to know. Did they ever get all 13 bullets and do a DNA test on them and trace them back to what type of gun, and was it the same gun? You got your homework, now get to it. Yeah, listen here, man. This has been Big Gene from my World of Bodyguard and the Hip Hop Star.
No matter where you live across the country, you can earn an affordable degree online from Southern New Hampshire University.
I'm the first in my family to go to college.
I have 4 kids, and I wanted them to see me earn this degree.
SNHU is committed to your success. If you're thinking about going back to school, you can do it.
I'm very proud to be here today. It's nice to see all the families happy for their loved ones.
I'm very proud of you. I am so proud of you.
I love you. I love you. Visit snhu.edu.
Oh my God, you guys. There is new information behind why Kris Jenner is over Corey Gamby. There have been a lot of rumors saying they are on the brink of a split. Watch my old videos. One, she was like a really weird tense exchange at Beyonce's concert, left with Gayle King. Chloe was trying to be like, yo, it's okay. You know my mom, she be tripping this and that. There was also Jeff Bezos' wedding where Corey tried to get into the water taxi to go across the Venice Canal with Kris, and she was like, no, like, you stay here. What, don't you understand? I don't want you in the boat. It was wild, right? Okay, so all that actually went on, and everybody was just like, yo, what could have caused this? My speculation, what a lot of insiders were saying was, it's Kris's new face. Mama has been going on a press, you would have thought she had a new baby. Mama's been going on a press tour and a press run about her new face, and she is feeling good. And they're saying that Corey's 25 years younger than Kris, and at that time she was like, okay, fine, you're a good deal because you're 25 years younger than me, but now that she looks like she's 35, she said, I think I could get a 25-year-old, and if I'm paying for the sugar, baby, I want it unrefined, unprocessed, you know, like she wants it unrefined, fresh brown sugar. She said, I don't need to eat that. Corey has that brown sugar that's been sitting in the cupboard when you bought the brown sugar like 3 years ago to make a pineapple upside down cake, and now you use it and it's like hard as a rock, right? Anyway, so that happened. But Corey allegedly said like, yo, you think I'm going quietly? I know all your business, and if you are going to take it there, then baby, if you want to take it there, trust me, I'll take it further. But that's something you don't want to do, right? Playing Kendrick Lamar. We don't want to hear you say Ninja no more. Okay, fine, right? Let me be serious. Okay, so that is the setup. However, I did a little digging, and I was like, where did this animosity come from? Because he seems like he's a good boy toy. He seems like he's a good purse holder. I mean, you know, but apparently Corey's childbearing hips might hint at fertility and being feral, because they said that Chris actually is feeling more self-confidence. And before, when she would turn a blind eye when Corey might have been in what some people consider inappropriate situations, because she would be like, well, he's 25 years younger, you know, sometimes you just gotta let him breathe. Now she is having a zero policy one. They said the last slap in the face that she is still holding a grudge on is when Kris Jenner and Jessica Alba. Now, let me just say this, right? Before we get into these reports. First of all, Chris, I know you might think that Corey is the sexiest thing walking when that wind starts blowing and those hips start sashaying and the satin is just gliding over it ever so gracefully like waves coming towards you. Sail away, sail away, sail away. You know, it's just like fluid, like intoxicating, right? But Chris, can you be for real, for real? You really think Jessica Alba, you really think Jessica MF, you really think that Jessica Alba is checking for your man in the two-piece pink silk pajamas?
Where some saw a pickle, we saw a masterpiece. A Sonic Smasher with Grillo's Pickles and Dilly Ranch, tangy pickle tots, and a Pickle Rita slush with pickle-flavored bubbles. It's called the Big Dill Meal, and it's a work of art.
This is Ted. Ted was born in 1998, the year of the first Google search. And as a teenager, whatever Ted was looking for, Google helped him find it.
James Bourne music video. My life is brilliant.
And so it went, year after year. There was always some new question on his mind. Ted is 26 now. His life isn't so simple. Fortunately, Google still is.
Why is this not working?
Oh, even when his questions are a lot of questions in one.
What's something cool happening tonight in the city and still gets me home at a reasonable time?
Well, which is how Ted found something he didn't even know he was looking for.
Hey.
Turns out,
I'm Ted.
Life's full of questions. Luckily, you can just ask Google.
Baby, and we know he probably got a pair of Spanx men underneath them, because ain't no way them hips don't got a little wiggle, 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 wiggle. I'm just saying. But let's hear this report, because that's how you know that, I don't know, maybe Corey do be fitting it on Chris, because why would you think, I can understand why Corey might like Jessica Alba. Jessica Alba is a powerhouse. I think she founded Honest Co. She got money, and not just residuals. She got the whole Honest Co., Honest Makeup, Honest Baby, all that stuff. She is the blueprint for what Kris Jenner was trying to do with the Kardashian, with Kylie Baby, Kylie Kai, you know, like all the products they sell, it's a thing from like a spin-off, kind of like what Jessica did with the Honest Co. I can see why Corey won't want Jessica Alba. He thinks he got another sugar mama, right? But Chris, you really think Jessica Alba in her life would end up with Corey Gamble? In her life with Corey Gamble, Jessica Alba? Yo, let's get into this, because I found this very hilarious. They said Kris Jenner was furious with boyfriend Corey Gamble for being all over Jessica Alba at a party. They said Kris Jenner is not happy with Corey Gamble over his Sin City behavior. This happened in Vegas. No, it wasn't to do with gambling. It was because he got super flirty with Jessica Alba. Early this month, the momager's boyfriend attended the grand opening of the Palm Tree Beach Club at MGM Grand in Las Vegas. He was caught chatting up with a newly single Jessica in a corner of the party, even whispering in her ear and making her laugh at one point. See the video. They was probably like sharing workout tips, hip thrust movements to, like, you know, give you shapely legs but not get bigger but still keep the wag. What am I saying? Corey don't work out. So here's the video. Hold on, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Is this gonna play? What is going on? Is this going to play? I thought I was going to show you the video. Okay. So here's the video. Can y'all see? Y'all just gonna have to see this. This is supposed to be the video. This is the video that got Chris all in a kerfuffle, if you will. I mean, please. Chris, please. This is what got her in a kerfuffle. The encounter seemed innocent enough in the video, right? Just two people talking at a party. However, word is a lot more happened off camera. According to a surprise report from Radar Online, Chris found out Corey was all over the much younger actress that day, and now the 69-year-old reality star is furious with her man. A source claimed that she's telling Corey to explain himself, but the fact is he made her look like a fool, and nothing he says will calm this irate lady down. She's ready to punch Jessica. Kris Jenner's ready to punch Jessica. They said, why Jessica and not, the guy she's supposed to be loyal to, blah, 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 blah. They said while photos and videos of the two may look like nothing much, Kris believes something went on between them at the event, per the insider. They claim she's decided Corey was clearly making a play for Jessica, saying Kris could tell he was. Kris has eyes everywhere, and her spy said he was getting way too close for comfort with Jessica and just didn't turn him away. The source continued, Kris had her spies report back, and they said he was drooling all over Jessica and following her like a puppy dog, wanting her number and offering to set her up with promoter pals. And worse, Jessica seemed to be lapping it up. Okay. Anyway, they said Jessica's pals are saying she was just being polite and gave no indication she was going along with it or interested in Corey, but Kris is still jealous of her. Jessica is a very pretty lady, and she's attracting guys like bees to honey. And they went on to say that Kris expects Corey to behave and act like a kept man, not a single guy. It's not the first time he's behaved outrageously. Kris will be keeping him on a tighter leash from now on while giving serious thought to if he's long-term boyfriend potential or not. Y'all, Kris, if this is true, because this all might be like whatever, but if this is true, Kris, you really think Jessica Alba wanted Corey? You really think, Kris, can you be for real? And I do believe Jessica Alba was probably entertaining her. He was probably saying, yo, I know, who's the guy you like? You know what Corey gave me vibes of? You know that guy that has a crush on the girl, but he knows he has no chance with her, so he's trying to play like the extra cool friend. Yo, you like him? Yo, put a word in, this and that. He was probably telling her about the guy Jessica really likes. Regardless, this is some spicy news, and this is kind of on track, because first the Vegas thing, then she gets that facelift that makes her look like she's 35. Now she wants Corey the F out of there, and Corey's saying, I'm not going anywhere. Corey, don't you know the first thing about being a kept man or woman? You don't never leave until you have something better going. And where's the something better going? Y'all listen, let me know what you think in the comments. This is an all-together mess. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Artie's Original Bag is back, now with even more full-size sandwiches to choose from. The new spicy chicken sandwich, hot ham and cheese, hand-breaded chicken tender wrap, or charbroiled double cheeseburger. Mix and match any two, with fries and a drink, just $5.99.
Check out these deals of the week at Walgreens. Shop weekly deals at your store or at Walgreens.com.
I didn't really want Gene Deal, you know what I'm saying? But you know, he had to start because he was out there when Big got shot and stuff like that. Man, your fans wanted me. They was pressuring you to get me. We came up with the price you paid me, and I was happy, and I gave you your hour. So stop fronting like you didn't want me, and you made your money and some. So now, this band-ass dude, I guess he couldn't do what he wanted to do because he was there on behalf of Puffy, Diddy, Sean, Love, whatever you want to call this clown. He was there on behalf of him. Because he's trying to save Bad Boy. Bruh, let me tell you something. You wasting your time. Let me tell you something. You trying to make Gene Deal out of liar? You wasting your time. Trying to use Ness, trying to use who else was that? Mark Curry and your little program. Bruh. See, don't do that. Please don't do that. I'm doing the show right now. Can everybody help me? Hear me? Look at this picture right here. That's Wolf right there. That's me. That's Diddy. That's Cab, who used to have 112, ABC, and the rest of them. Ock is on the other side. I got a better picture of that. That was at Jack the Rapper. Next, y'all came in there around 2000. This was at the fight, at the Tyson fight in Detroit. Galata. And Mike Tyson. Jab Judah was the undercard. Who was that debonair dude in that beige and that beige suit on? That's me next in 2000 in Detroit at the Tyson fight. I don't think he was around. No, nigga, I was around. Where was y'all? Y'all know what this picture is. That's the night Big got killed. So, bruh, you want to make your lies up? You want to try to throw things out there like Big Gene wasn't around? I was there before you got there. You don't know about the building in the red zone. You wasn't around. Leo, the new member? Oh my God. Leo, don't do that to me. Nah, I can't do that right now, Leo. I'm sorry about that. I was used to say, like if it wasn't a day like today, I would have been like, Leo is the member, y'all. I say Leo is the member, y'all. I say Leo. Leo is the member, y'all. Go Leo. Go Leo. I say Leo is the member, y'all. I will be doing shit like that, but I can't do that today, Leo, because I gotta finish the story and tell it like it's supposed to be told. Now, that nigga's crazy. I was around. I stopped messing with Puff about a year and a half after Big death. And me and Wolf and him had a meeting in Atlanta, and I came back at Justin. Hey, James Davis. Miss Honey, you sipping on some, ooh, Miss Honey said she's sipping on some wine, y'all. We gonna hear somebody like this in a minute. Honey! Cause she's sipping on the wine, getting ready. I'm just kidding, Miss Honey. So now, this dude trying to use these guys and everything to say something negative about me. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what you say. What you eat don't make me shit. It's one thing for sure, two things for certain. You're not going to say that shit, and you ain't going to act like you act in my presence. Hey, Danny D. Because you can't say what you want to say around me. I ain't that type of dude that you could say anything to. So now, he trying to save Bad Boy. Bruh, let me give you the reasons why you can't save Bad Boy. Why you going to bat for a losing cause. that man, Sean Puffy Diddy Combs, wished death of arguably, possibly, could have been one of the greatest leaders of our time, because he was trying to get his mind right and his stuff together. Tupac Shakur. He wished death on him. I don't give a fuck if Pop gotta die. That came out his mouth. He wished death on arguably one of the greatest, could have been one of the greatest leaders of our time. He wished death on probably one of the biggest artists and could have been one of the greatest artists of our time. Christopher George, is it George Wallace? What's his name? Christopher George Wallace?
Airwick Essential Mist Diffusers, perfectly portable, quick change fragrances make any space fragrant and inviting. The hardest thing about the new Ben & Jerry's sundae is deciding how to eat it.
Have you ever looked up and wondered what it's like to see the world from a totally different perspective? Up here, every flight is an adventure, a chance to break free, to soar beyond the ordinary. At Cape Fear Coastal Aviation, we believe flying should be more than a dream. We believe it's a journey. Your journey begins right here on the stunning coastline of North Carolina. You'll fly side by side with one of our experienced instructors, learn how an airplane works, and most importantly, feel the rush of guiding your own wings through an open sky. Whether you're answering a lifelong calling or exploring new aviation possibilities, your discovery flight is the first step toward igniting the spark within you, the courage to soar freely, and the skills to turn the sky into your next adventure. Take the first step, come fly with us, and see what adventures lie beyond the horizon.
Am I correct with that? Love being Nubian, what up? Am I right about that, Pat Ball? Or Christopher Latour Wallace? Latour Wallace, okay. He wished death on that man. Hey, Winnie Mays, what's up with you, mama? Can't wish death on people that aspire to be great. And your devil and your demons go out there and they go to work. You cannot save him from what he has said. You cannot save him from putting his hands on women. You can't save him from himself. You can't save him from willing to put up money to bury his friends. He was quick to bury his friends, but when his friends came to him and said, I need this because I did that, and you know they was in your corner, he ain't got it, But when it came to bury him, I'll take care of that.
Look at this shit. The sun went away.
You can't save Bad Boy.
Let's say 70, bitch. Hold on.
Make me out of her life. Hold on. Dog King, what up?
Cause he using a little stick.
I mean, huh?
I just tried 8 jump shots today.
Yeah, I'm alright. What's good? Huh?
Oh, damn. 99.3. Look at this. 9.
Team, I'm alright. Alright? Team, I'm alright. Team, I'm in St. Louis. Alright? I'm alright, dog. Alright? Peace. Rue. I must be sounding fucked up, man, because I got the bros calling me, yo, they concerned. Do I sound a little bit bad, Mr. Willard? Somebody said, Mr. Willard said Big paid his own funeral, but Diddy took credit for it. Lady Tech, hey Ma, what's up with you, Mama? She said, Gene Deal, can you say hi, Mama, to me? Yes, I can. Lady Tech, hi, Mama. Yo, listen here. You can't save nobody when God comes for them. When God comes for you, you can't save it. See, y'all want to come at Gene Deal. But when DeLeon put all those people on your ass, when DeLeon was the one who was making this AI and everybody go crazy against Bad Boy, y'all was quiet as a church mouse. Y'all ain't say nothing. Y'all wasn't to be, y'all wasn't shit to, it was nothing to be heard of y'all. Come on, that Gene Deal. I know God got me. God put me to work. I'm going to pat myself on the back because he already told me, job well done. I told y'all he going to try to make a comeback. Now they going to start the lies. Like they didn't do what they were supposed to do for DeLeon. I want to see, I wish we could see what was the agreement. I wish we could see the agreement that they made. Because let me just tell you something. He tried to come out and act like he was a soldier. I showed you where he tried to use Pac's speech. I showed you where he tried to date all the women that Pac had. I showed you where he said that DeLeon and all of them was racist and this, all that, and he was for the people, and he doing this for the people. No, you're doing it for yourself. Because you know if they was racist, they ain't racist no more. It ain't been 6 months yet. They stopped being racist in 6 months. Why you stop fighting? For what reason? Why did you pull back the lawsuit? For what reason? DeLeon was willing to go. Was it DeLeon or Diego or They was willing to fight all the way. As Rastafarian, Jah Rastafarian, and they was winning. Rich drinking creamy honey. Damn. Hey, Keisha 78. Pretty gangster. What's up, mama? They was willing to fight all the way. What happened? Bad boy, come out and play. Oh, playtime is over. Hey, Monique Irving. Playtime is over. Them folks wasn't playing with y'all. Y'all, listen to me. Everybody want to say they was the first to do this, the first to do that, the whole 9 yards. I told y'all when I started seeing all that stuff, I knew who was doing it and why they was doing it. They wanted to discredit him. They wanted to make him look bad. And they did it. Do you think Cassie could, and I don't care how much money they thought they could get from him and stuff like that, how did she find those lawyers? Those are the 3 top lawyers that won 3 top cases in New York City. They put up a hell of a game plan that he tried to fight for 6 months. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get Jackson State this $1 million, and I'm going to go get Howard University. I know I promised them that $1 million a couple years ago. He did all that shit. He did all that shit. I'm a part of this school and stuff like that school. I made the school. You didn't make that school. I told y'all that school was developed in Connecticut. Then they moved one to the Bronx. Then they moved one to the Harlem. They used his name to try to get investors and everything. And now everybody like saying, damn. Even the mayor of New York took the key back. Or he changed the lock because Diddy was trying to use the key and the lock wouldn't work. And he was like, hey, yo, mayor, it's me, Diddy. Let me in, mayor. The mayor of New York is hiding now. Changed the lock to New York City. 2020. We not letting up on this motherfucker, man. That nigga said about his man, and I'm glad I wasn't the only one who heard it. Bernard Bunny Brown was right there, and he put me up on game because I couldn't believe what I fucking heard. I don't give a fuck if Christopher Latour Wallace die, a.k.a. Biggie. I don't give a fuck if Big gotta die. What? Bunny said, did you hear that? I was like, yeah, but he wasn't talking about cross-eyed Big or fat Big, eye Big, right? Nothing like that. That nigga said Big. You don't wish death on your friend. You can't save Bad Boy. Keep trying though. It's a losing cause. Anthony Wolf Jones. Now I was told, and this was said by his own cousin, Gene, it wasn't 300,000. They gave him 500,000. 300 may have been Wolf money out of all the money he was putting out for Corey and L and them, for L and Corey and them, you know, for their commissaries and shit like that. But I know what I heard. I was there in the office, outside the office, when Wolf was roughing that nigga up. Man, I want my 300,000. I had 300,000, bro. When I do this deal, I'm gonna give you your money. 300,000. Wolf mother goes to this nigga. My son said you owed him 300,000. Now, if you don't expect a nigga to talk to his own mama right, I know he wasn't gonna talk to Wolf's mother like that. And had Wolf or little Wolf been alive when she went to him, that nigga would have been dead as a doornail. Trust and believe. One night when little Wolf was gonna bury him, he's in the car down there on 44th Street with tears in his eyes. I get a call from, I'm just going to say, he got an F in his name with a D in his name. Yo, big homie, Gene, Lil Wolf, Blase Whoop-de-Whoop. You can't let him do that. You can't let him do that, man. Puff must have done something. When he seen Lil Wolf's face, he said, yo, come upstairs, I got something for you, man. And gave that nigga 10 racks. But he told that nigga mother after Little Wolf died, he said, your son had delusions of grandeur. All he wanted to do was get high and smoke weed. He told that nigga mama that, bro. People wondering why. I'm going to get to this shit. Because some shit was said by somebody that I got the utmost regard and respect for. And I got to address this in my own way. He told that nigga mama that. He could have just said smoke weed. But he said, get high and smoke weed. So I'm like, my sugar might be getting a little low now. So I'm like this. All right. Miss Jones was my heart. Every nigga that knew Wolf that went to jail, she was their heart. She sent niggas birthday cards, Father's Day cards. When they needed to go up, they mamas, them wasn't driving. she would get Fidel and other people to drive them upstate to see their sons, drive them to federal prisons to see their grandsons. I was suspended over this bad boy shit. She called the principals. Yo, I got a guy that he has his college degree, he has his education, and I want you to put him to work as a substitute teacher. He's going to go down to the Board of Education and file for his license. Had a job as a substitute teacher. Yeah, pretty gangster. Little Wolf is dead. He had cancer in the jaw. And it spread. He died in prison. Hey, thick, rich, thick, and creamy honey. Make the heart come. Make the heart come out of me. Winnie Mays, how you doing? So now,
make your home work hard for you with a home equity loan from Rocket Mortgage.
Did you know that nearly half of U.S. TV streaming time is on Roku? With Roku's new self-service ad tool, it's easy to set up your own CTV campaigns, so you can tap into Roku's...
It's officially summer reading season. Warby Parker has the perfect glasses and sunglasses for all.
Mama Jones. When she had, when Wolf got killed, she would tape her conversations with the police. She loved her son. She loved her badass kids. I used to tell her all the time, why a nice woman like you got these badass kids? Slick good. We just came from Ludacris contest left. What up with you, boy? Got them badass kids. She was a school teacher. She had these badass kids, but they were smart. They had their education. Wolf wanted his money so he could move on. He was already into the club business with Alex down there in Atlanta. Him and Michael Sally, John Sally's brother, was going to try to buy this club called 321 in Miami. See? Damn, Gene, you know all that shit? Yeah. Gene wasn't just a bodyguard, but I ain't going to explain that shit to y'all. I'm going to say this to y'all. Meech did not want to have an altercation with Wolf. They had just got through partying that weekend. Who do y'all think, if him and Meech is having a problem, him and Wolf, Meech and Wolf is having a problem, who the first person you think Meech gonna call? He got his team there. He knows Terry and Wolf is like this. Terry, Southwest P, and Wolf is like this. But I know Meech is his brother. He loved his brother more than he loved any nigga on the street because blood is thicker than water. But that's his man too. them niggas' phones was tapped, them niggas' phones was traced by the DEA, the federal authorities. Yo, get your man. Your man is bugging. Your man is bugging. Meech might not never mention to anybody or say anything because he a street dude, he a gangster. He may not say nothing because Puff is his man. But he know what Puff said. I told y'all I had a conversation with me. We in Cancun. We in Cancun. Meech got the presidential suite at the Ritz-Carlton. My man got the junior presidential suite. You understand? On the same floor. It ain't big as Meech shit, but it would do. I'm coming up the elevator with my man. Meech, what up, big man? What's good? He could have been checking my temperature, because he know we was all family. He with his crew. Yo, Meech, let me holler at you, bro. Can we holler over here? He said, what up, big man? He said, yo, we got hoes down there. We got food. We got drinks. And whatever you want is yours. Meech, let me holler at you. I don't get into y'all business like that, bro. But we was all family. And we was all family. I don't know what really went down between you and Wolf that night. But because we all still can't drink together, and Wolf not here, I can't party with you no more. And if Wolf was here, and you wasn't here, I'll be telling him the same thing, brother. Meech grabbed my hand like a man, looked me in my eye. He said, I respect that, big man. I respect that. I got a story in my book, and I wasn't going to tell nobody this. I had 3 fraternity brothers. They all worked for the DEA. I would never divulge their names, but 2 of them I had the opportunity to pledge. Now, they didn't work for the agencies. They not even there no more because they retired. But I still wouldn't say their names. I was on a plane, first class, going to Cancun. In the first seat, it was Kid Capri to my right side. And he was sitting next to somebody else. I don't know who it was. It was me on the aisle seat and a DEA agent next to me. She was a female. This was over 20-something years ago. I had this brand. You probably can't see it. Back then, 20 years ago, it was better than that. It was before I had the surgery over it. It was the horseshoe right there. She saw my brand on my arm. And she said, I know a few people who got that. And they got it on their arm and everything like that. And I said, oh yeah? So she said a few people. So I asked her, I said, you work corrections? She said, no, but I work law enforcement. Now, it's only other brothers I know who work in that agency. And that's the DEA, Drug Enforcement Administration. Oh, I said, I know what you do then. Because if she don't work corrections, at the time, the only brother that was working for NYPD was flying helicopters. Because we all know each other. She said, a few guys on my job work there. So I said, oh, I know where you work at. She said, you would never guess. I said, are you sure? She said, I'm positive. I think she may have been Spanish or something like, but she was a white Spanish looking girl. Very attractive. Nice body, the whole 9 yards. So I said, reached over to her. I said, the DEA. She was like, I said, I asked her, what you out here for? She said, we're going to a bachelorette party. My girlfriend is getting married. D91, a new member? D91, I can't do that shit right now. Because if I go, D90 is a member, y'all. Go, 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 go. D90 is a member, y'all. Everybody gonna get mad but D90 is a member. D90 is a member. D90 is a member, y'all. Thanks for your membership, D90. I know y'all got mad at that because y'all want to hear the story. Because y'all niggas love the tea. Appreciate your membership, mama. Somebody said, she fine. So now, the lady was like, I know the rules. I know the law. You cannot divulge an agent. You will get 5 years in jail. I said, okay, I ain't talking like that. I said, what you out there? She said, I'm out here for a bachelorette party. I said, all right, cool. So, that day, the next day, it was on a Saturday, BMF rented out the whole Ruth Chris. They rented out the whole Ruth Chris. Shy Biz is a member, y'all. Shy Biz is a member, y'all. Go Shy. I say Shy is a member, y'all. Thank you for your membership, Shy Biz. They rented out the whole fucking Ruth Chris. I don't care y'all don't like what I do. I stop and say Shy Biz is a member, y'all. These people care about me enough to go and do the membership and stuff like that. So I'm gonna shout them out and do that. All y'all niggas just listening, ear burning, so y'all can go tell your people on your other show, hey, Big G said this, Big G said that. Go check it out and see if it's for real. Go see if BMF did that. Go ahead. So now, Shy Biz, thank you. BMF rented out the whole Ruth Chris. It was me, myself, and 2 other girls. 2 other girls was with me. That lady, who was the DEA agent, and I think it was 5 other girls, was sitting in front of Ruth, right there in front of the door of Ruth Chris, because they could not get in. They would not give them one table. They would not give them a corner. They had planned to do their bachelor party right there. The girls' room was crying. The lady seen me. She said, "Do you know anything about these guys here?" I said, "No, why, what happened?" She said, "They rented out the whole roof, Chris. And we had planned to give our party here." So my thing of it is, y'all can go no place else and stuff like that. But I didn't want to say that. I said, "Oh, for real? Wow, what happened?" She said, "I'm going to find out." She walked in the place, talked to the manager and everything like that again. And she said, do you know anything about a record label called BMF? I said, "No, BMF? No, I'm playing dumb." She said, "I don't believe it's a record label." The manager told me they flew in cases of Cristal. They rented out, and nobody, unless you BMF or they say they can get in. I'm going to find out. What is that cliche? Hell has no fury like a woman scorned. Do you hear me? Hell has no fury like a woman scorned. She said they from Atlanta. I'm going to get down to the bottom of this. I'm going to find out, and I'm going to see what they really are. So, look at the time line. When BMF got caught in that last trip to Cancun, around May the 20-something, it could have been 2003 or 2004. The DEA, they could pick up on any case. They could pick up at any time. Just like I could pick up at any time and say, Karen Lawrence. Karen Lawrence. Karen Lawrence is a member, y'all. Karen Lawrence. Karen Lawrence. Karen Lawrence is a member, y'all. Go Karen. She's a member. Karen Lawrence is a member, y'all. Thank you for your membership, Ms. Lawrence. That lady, I believe, even if they had a case, even if they had something somewhere about BMF, she was going to make sure. She played a part, and I know she did, in finding out just what BMF was about. She either put a battery because there wasn't those type of women, and I seen them at all the parties. I seen them at the parties. And I truly believe she put a battery in some other investigators' back against those boys. I told y'all that story. That story is going to be in book 3, along with some other stories. A lot more stories. Sunshade TV, what up with you? Mac, the Messiah. You say all over steak and potatoes? Bruh, her girlfriend's out there crying like a baby. Hurt. And you know how women of different cultures can be. Karen times 2. Yo, listen, y'all, the book has been doing great, man. I know y'all can't wait till the other one drop. I was going to drop it in April, but I'm going to try to get the guy to drop it on March the 9th. You know, he's going to have it finished editing it on, he said, the second week in February. I got to get Mike to get the pages because I want to put pictures in this one. I want to put pictures in this. I want to put pictures in this one. You know, so I'm going to try to do it for March 9th on Big's anniversary. God bless. The Cash App is Big Gene 52. PayPal, Big Gene 52 also. If you want an autographed copy of the book or whatever. I appreciate y'all all the time. So now, I told y'all that because Puff turns around and after Wolf get murdered by a BMF member that he put down with BMF, he gives Meech a party. Now Meech is his man. He got every right to do whatever he want to do. You don't tell a man how to fuck his wife. You don't tell a man how to spend his money. I'm a firm believer in that. But still in all, Wolf was your A1 and your day one. And Meech is the type of dude he would have understood. He could have gave his own damn party. I don't know how niggas in New York even fuck with you after you turn around and give Meech a party because of his altercation with him and Wolf came up dead. How you turn around and give Meech a party? Meech would have understood. Meech is a real nigga. Yo, Meech, you know, listen here, bro. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Wolf is my man. You know, pots and pans. Wait, I don't care if we fell out today. We was going to get back tomorrow. You understand? Shasta Edward Adams. Shasta is a member, y'all. I say Shasta. I say Shasta. I say Shasta is a member, y'all. They call her Fee. Hey, a big Fee. Shasta is a member, y'all. I go Shasta. I go Shasta. Shasta Edward is a member, y'all. Adams. I hope you ain't married Adams, kin folks. Shasta Edward Adams is a member. Thank you, Miss Shasta Edward Adams. A member. Appreciate you. Gave this nigga a party. I'm saying that because there's been about 3-4 women that came to me and told me stuff about what old boy did to them. I said, I'm not in law enforcement anymore. You gotta go to the police with that or get you a lawyer. Do you hear me? They asked to come on my program. One of them. My program went, ain't that for that mom. I want to stand by everything I say. I don't want to have to stand by what you or nobody else say. That's why you very seldom see people on the Gene Deal program. I hold my own weight. I got a couple of guys coming in around February and beginning of March. That's Mike Sessions. They used to call him back in the day Mike Cock. He was a part of the same game. I got Mel Love coming in. He was a part of Bad Boy. I'm saying that to say this. They got a lot of history and they know a lot of stuff. And by them having that history and knowing that stuff, that's going to be a good thing for the audience. Because all it's going to say is, damn, Big Gene told us the same thing. A lot of y'all need that. A lot of y'all need to hear other people say what I've already said. It makes it believable for y'all. More, what up? So now, this is the part that I want to discuss with you guys. After I discuss this, I have to say this. A Outlaw. A Outlaw. I say A Outlaw is a member, y'all. A Outlaw. A Outlaw. Outlaw is a member, y'all. Oh, A Outlaw. A Outlaw. A Outlaw is a member, y'all. A Outlaw. A Outlaw. Thank you for your membership. A Outlaw. Appreciate that. Floating about this whole Cat Williams thing. And I had a discussion with a few people. And it was very, very, I want to say that the discussion about it was, it could have went both ways. Whereas that there was a lot of pros and the cons of what Cat Williams did. The pros was that people need to be brought up on their shit. The cons was that we can't